Hello there everyone, it's your bud. By far the most viewed video on my channel is my Goblin Slayer in Space video, where I show the similarities between Goblin Slayer and the Mandalorian. I have noticed a few more things, and I thought now that I have better editing skills and some free time that I'd give a more in-depth study of the two. First things first, Baby Yoda is a goblin. Instead of being taught the goblin's tricks by one of them, like our Goblin Slayer, the Mandalorian is taking care of a goblin. I love the endless parallels between this show. Lawless worlds with the danger on the outskirts of society, ignored by most, but vehemently pursued by our single-minded and fully armored character. Slowly, we get new party members and gaining the realization that the problem they pursue is about to spill over into the civilized world if they cannot put a stop to the troubles. Whether it's a bounty of a dangerous creature or a nest of goblins, our heroes will be there to use overwhelmingly unnecessary force to completely eradicate the problem and any hope of its continued existence. I have been told by a YouTube comment that when I described Goblin Slayer as a sociopath, that I generalized the entire fanbase as titty-loving, assault-supporting weebs. However, I think my statement still holds some truth. It is not that these characters are sociopaths, but that everyone thinks they are. To mercilessly kill goblins with fire, water, smoke, cave-ins, poison, or anything else proves how detached Goblin Slayer must appear to one who is uneducated on the pure evil of goblins. Being misinterpreted as a ruthless sociopath that is detached from their brutal actions is where a lot of the comedy enters the shows. And for everyone's sake, I will clarify, a sociopath doesn't understand people's feelings. Hence, their actions can be harmful, even if not intended to be cruel. A psychopath wants to hurt people. That's the difference. I really have to wonder if Goblin Slayer's armor design was influenced by the Mandalorian. I would not be surprised to hear it. Both focus on utility and being prepared. I just realized they're Boy Scouts. They are such Boy Scouts. Be prepared is basically their motto. They're Boy Scout Batman. They love utility belts and have full armor, most likely made of the highest quality that they can afford. Mandalorian armor is beloved in the Star Wars franchise, and although full plate armor is not a Star Wars exclusive idea, I think Mandalorian armor represents our concept of modern armor very well. Between Dread, 40K, Halo, and Star Wars, we have a streamlined view of the fully armored hero, and Goblin Slayer seems to be a middle ground between the look and feel of fantasy and the efficiency and practicality of sci-fi armors. Meanwhile, the Mandalorian brings a more fantasy and medieval feel to Star Wars that proves how little sci-fi is really important overall for our characters. It's more of a prop for unique moments and tools. Unless you count droids. Anyways, back to Baby Yoda. The little bugger couldn't even try to look more like a goblin with his big ears, little stature, and green skin. How am I the only person making videos about this? Now here's the biggest difference between the Mandalorian and Goblin Slayer. Would Goblin Slayer raise a goblin to be good? I doubt it. There are many more questions to be asked when comparing the two shows. However, at this point, I cannot make any more personally. As in truth, I still haven't even watched The Mandalorian. I know, I like binging shows instead of watching week to week, so I'm saving The Mandalorian to watch all in a row instead of weekly. I've been very good at staying spoiler-free, and aside from Baby Yoda and the main character being called The Mandalorian, I know nothing about it. I hope my comparisons have been even remotely close. I realize how strange it is to discuss something I haven't seen, but honestly, The Mandalorian might be the last good Star Wars I get to watch in quite some time. I'm not guaranteed to like any more of the Disney movies. I liked the scene with Vader in Rogue One, I liked the Cloud Riders from Solo, and Kylo stopping the laser bolt with the Force. Sadly, nothing else comes to mind. No scenes from Last Jedi, maybe the Ahsoka Tano Vader scene in Rebels, if that was Disney. So I'm saving The Mandalorian because it's the only thing keeping me from walking away from Star Wars. Please don't hate me for not having seen something that I'm trying to make special by saving to watch all at once. And I usually wouldn't cover my tracks by even asking you that. I know most of you have no issues, but there are some who probably won't make it this far into the video anyways. Still though, let's all get through this together. Thanks for watching. Please show your support by liking, subscribing, and if you want to know more, leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video.